Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Let's talk about individuals. Individuals are the key component element to any team, as we know. We all recruit highly skilled, highly trained, highly motivated people. Sometimes though, in the workplace, it doesn't quite transpose. So on my training programs, particularly, I focus on a number of elements. One of the elements is looking at motivation and trying to understand what motivational triggers that people have that drive their own behaviour. So my essential point here would be, do you know your team? Now let me all ask you out there a question. Those of you that manage a team of people, let me ask you the following questions, and you can put your hand up yourself. You don't have to write and let me know, because you can answer this yourself. Can you name the partners of all the people that work for you? Can you also name the children of your partners that work for you? Can you also, and don't put your hands up yet, tell me the birthdays of all the children of the partners of the people that work for you? If you can put your hand up, do so. I guarantee out there hardly anyone has done that whatsoever. And you might say, well, what does that mean? Well, okay, let me ask you another question then. Do you know the names of all the partners of the people that work for you? One or two of you, in fact many of you out there, are probably thinking, no, I don't. But how is that relevant? Well, what we have to do is understand what motivates our people in the workplace. And if my focus as someone working for you is my family, but you don't know anything about my family, trust me, your ability to motivate them effectively is diluted. So understanding your people is a key element of trying to understand motivational triggers. Yes, I use classic motivation models and I draw on the work of people like Maslow and Herzberg, all that kind of stuff, but in a very, very practical way. So find out what makes your people tick. Don't just ask them, because sometimes if people have not been asked before, they typically don't say anything, or they get quite surprised and say, money. Yeah, money's not the driver for all people. Trust me on that point. So we tackle that. The amount of managers I have on my programs who go away with an action plan, and one of the reference points is motivation and understanding their team. Statistically, 70-75% of them. So I look at that. So we need to understand our teams, what makes them tick, and out of that we can then start thinking about performance. What performance categories are they in? I draw on a Covey model particularly, and it helps you understand, by way of looking at skills and knowledge and motivation, where you can plot people in your team. It's important because my intervention as a manager must be appropriate for that individual at that moment in time. It's not a catch-all for everyone. You've got 8 people in your team, you have 8 individuals. They might all be salespeople, but I know for a fact that they don't all think and act the same way, which means coaching for one might not be the right intervention for someone else. So we put people into performance categories, which of course is kept confidential, but people share things where they feel they want to. So that's a key element of individuals.